Mount Eden Prison went into lockdown this afternoon after a group of prisoners refused to be locked up. Corrections say the disorder was resolved after an hour. Department of Corrections Regional Commissioner Jeanette Burns joins us on the phone now. Welcome to Checkpoint. Jeanette, nice to talk to you. What happened today at Mount Eden?
Oh, good evening. We had a unit with about 37 prisoners in it, and 14 of those decided to have a bit of a protest because some of them didn't want to transfer. So they went up to one of the top landings in this particular unit, barricaded themselves a little bit there, not too seriously. Staff dealt with the incident beautifully and had it resolved peacefully within an hour.
Okay, what is the unit? Who are these people?
Oh, these are remand prisoners who are in Mount Eden.
And what were they objecting to? Why did they barricade themselves in?
They didn't want to transfer out of the prison because, as you're probably aware, our muster is at an all-time high.
Yeah, absolutely.
A lot of prisoner movements around the country and a lot of prisoner movements through this prison. So they were just objecting to the amount of movements that have been happening.
Is that putting stress on prisoners and the prison and its staff?
Mostly it's fine. This is a remand jail, so it's used to having a lot of movements. The way in which the prisoners protested their wishes to us was not ideal and certainly not acceptable. They need to be talking to us if they've got issues and we can deal with them.
I guess, though, the talking to you is going to make no difference, right? These people are feeling fairly powerless. I mean, if they say, look, we don't want to be transferred, they're still going to be transferred. Was there damage done? Was anyone attacked? Was anything smashed? Or was it a fairly passive kind of...
It was passive. It was passive because the staff managed it very well. We had a good forward command down there. He was talking to the prisoners all of the time, and we were able to resolve it with no damage to the unit. No staff got hurt. No prisoners got hurt. It was very, very well managed.
So when you say that the person in charge was talking to the prisoners, did he or she persuade them to come out effectively? Was this all done verbally, or did eventually someone have to go through the door and lift these people up and haul them out?
No. It was all done peacefully through negotiation, which is what we're trained to do. And, when it works like that, it's a great result.
Will any charges be laid?
Yes, there will be because, at the end of the day, they did disobey lawful orders, some of these prisoners. So there is a repercussion for that. So we'll just work our way through that, and just as we would normally when a prisoner doesn't do the right thing.
Can I just seek some clarification here? If charges are being laid, that implies a degree of seriousness that your previous description didn't quite lead to. So how serious was this?
So these are internal charges, not external.
Right,
these
thank
are not
you.
Police charges. These are internal charges for prisoners who aren't following the rules or who are disobeying the rules. Quite different.
Okay, how many of the prisoners involved will be charged? All of them?
Can't tell you that yet. We're still working through it, and seeing who was absolutely involved in this.
I know this is a very hard question for you to answer it, and I'm fully expecting you to play a straight bat. But is your prison too full? Are you struggling to cope with what you call a roster, but is in fact you're crowded to capacity there, aren't you?
Every prison's full at the moment, and the staff are doing a really good job to manage those musters.
Jeanette Burns, who is the Department of Corrections Regional Commissioner, thank you very much indeed for joining us.